you said that kindness is contagious.
Yeah. So a study between Harvard and Yale, they did a clever little business game simulation. A lot of these studies are done in little simulations. You create a game, and what you're secretly measuring is kindness or cooperative behavior. And what they found is if you be kind to someone, then because of how that person feels, they call it elevation, that person feels either connected to you, or they feel uplifted, or they feel grateful. It doesn't really matter. It's a feeling, a changed feeling. That person will likely be kind or kinder to someone else because of how you made them feel. Now, that person now is at one social step from you, or 1 degree of separation, but that person will be kind or kinder to someone else because of how they were made to feel, and that's at 2 degrees of separation. But then that person will be kind or kinder to someone else at 3 degrees of separation, or 3 social stops. But that isn't real practice, because in reality, given the average amount of interconnectedness, amount of interactions that we have in any one day, you might well probably say that if you be kind to someone, if you were to follow them around, which hopefully you don't do, but we don't do. But if you were to follow a person around with a camera, you would probably find that the person you've just helped will be kind or kinder to 5 people over the course of the rest of the day because of how you made them feel, given the average amount of interconnection. But those 5 people will be kind or kinder to 5 more. And now we're at 2 social steps, 25 people. But each of those 5 people will be kind or kinder to 5 further people, which is 125 at 3 social steps. So you really have this ripple effect, just like you drop a pebble in a pond and the wave goes out in all directions. And a lily pad at the opposite side of the pond goes up and down, and it doesn't know why it's going up and down, but it's going up and down because of the wave. But the same is happening to lily pads at the other side of the pond. The wave goes out in all directions. So what this research shows is that kindness spreads out in all directions. So it's not just one person that you help, but it ripples out in all directions. And if you were to track it that way, you would probably find somewhere, given the average amount of social interaction most people have, you probably find around about 125 people, probably more given a densely populated area, are benefiting from every single time you do even say something nice, you pay a compliment, you help someone, you hold a door for someone. It sounds so, preposterous, so simple. But I put it to listeners that if you ever feel small, if you ever feel that you don't contribute, you don't make a difference, you're doing it every single day, even with the little things that you don't think matter, but they matter to the person that you've helped, who will then spread it out to 3 social steps.
Yeah. David, I absolutely love things like this. It makes me think of in this time where many of us feel powerless to make a change and we don't like the way society is heading. It reminds me of that phrase, I don't know if it's Gandhi, I can't remember who it is, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah.